Now, Cardano ADA has reached the wave Y targets that we were looking at, sitting between 59 cents and 66 cents. And this is a 1 to 1.236 retracement of our wave W from this WXY structure that we are looking at within our wave 2. And since then, we have seen a nice move to the upside where we have retested the 50 EMA. And so we are looking at a nice more than 10% move to the upside. And yeah, we are now at a key stage really that will essentially determine where ADA is headed next within the next couple of days. And so for me, as long as we continue to hold this position here, then I don't see any concerns personally. So yeah, if we continue to hold this position and then see moves to the upside where we can then retest that 200 EMA, then that will be bullish in my eyes. Now, we are at a crucial stage given the fact that the stochastic RSI is now overbought. And so now with that being the case, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to see a downward move on the price of ADA. What could happen is the price of ADA could consolidate, which is the ideal scenario. So for example, over here, when the stochastic RSI was overbought, we saw the price of ADA consolidate, and then we saw a move to the upside where we then retested the 50 EMA. So hopefully the same scenario plays out where we continue to consolidate, and then the next target will be that 200 EMA, which is currently sitting at 79 cents. Now, should that be the case, then that will be bullish, and that could potentially confirm our wave 2. Now, this price move that we have seen of over 10% is also bullish, because what that tells me is there's some buying pressure at these lower prices. And so, yeah, for as long as we continue to hold, and then that next target will be the 200 EMA, then that'll be bullish in my eyes. Now, the journey towards 200 EMA will be a tough one, because what you can see on Smart Money Concept is the fair value gap between 74 cents and 76 cents. And so there could be some selling pressure. And so you imagine if you bought in at these low prices, so say 64 cents, and you want to be taking profits of anywhere between 15 and 17%. And so, you know, I do anticipate some resistance. However, ideally, once again, the 200 EMA is the next target. Now, the 4-hour chart and the daily chart tells an interesting story, because what you can see is on our stochastic RSI, we are below 50, and so we still have the momentum, the buying momentum at least. So that next target will be the next EMA targets, sit between 79 cents and 80 cents. Now, these EMA levels are interesting because when you look back on the hourly chart, you can see that the 200 EMA is also sitting at 79 cents. So for as long as we continue to consolidate within this region and then see a move to the upside, then we could potentially retest these EMA levels once again. And that is a possibility, given the fact that, once again, we are below 50, and so we do have some more buying momentum. And so for as long as we continue to hold, then these are, you know, realistic key targets. Same can be said on the daily chart too. So you can see that the 50 EMA is at around 81 cents, which is just above the 50 EMA on the hourly chart, and on the 4-hour chart, and the 200 EMA on the hourly chart. And so you can see that the 200 EMA as well is sitting at 73 cents. So we are on the brink of actually reaching the EMA at some point. And so that is also bullish. Once again, the stochastic RSI is below 50, and so we do have some buy momentum. So this target here is realistic. Now, ideally, should we retest this level, then we want to find support at that level and then continue to see moves to the upside where we can then retest that 50 EMA level. Now, this is stuff that's going to play out in the next couple of days. I don't anticipate this happening today. However, what happens today will determine what happens in the next couple of days. And so if we fail to hold this position, then there is a possibility that this local low at 64 cents will be broken. And then, you know, we could head even lower. So that's just my quick update on Cardano ADA. Hopefully you found this useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.